Last year was a rough year for Hannah. I did not accomplish many of my goals that I set out, but for the month of January alone, I read 7 books in January, and I want to discuss my thoughts on the ones that I read. The first one that I read was Mate by Ali Hazelwood. If you know me, if you've seen any of my videos, my guilty pleasure is Bride. Going into this, I didn't know if it was going to live up to the expectations. However, I think it was beat just because I thought the plot was better. There was more yearning, even though there was a lot of even though there was a lot of yearning in Bride. This one was just like a whole nother level. I read this in less than 24 hours. I ate this up. I love Cohen. I love Serena. I just like that whole dynamic. I also love the Pacific Northwest, so this was discussed a lot. I gave this a 5 out of 5. Then I decided to read another Ali Hazelwood book, and that was Deep End by her. Don't want to talk about Sprayed Edges. I did not like this book. I believe I gave this book 2 stars. It just was not for me, not my cup of tea. There was no plot. Very insta-lust. Then I read the Edge of Darkness trilogy on my Kindle, and I ate that series up. Was it good? Still out for debate. I think the plot was so good and so intriguing. My favorite parts were the flashbacks because that's when they were at peace. There was no peace throughout the whole book when it was in the present tense. I felt like I was constantly on edge when it came to the present tense of that whole storyline. It was like trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. Was it cringy? Yeah, it was, but like I said, the plot was good. So like I'm still trying to figure out if I like really enjoyed it. It's one of those things that I know that the storyline and the whole trilogy itself is going to stick with me for the rest of my life, but I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Then, because my favorite character in the Edge of Darkness trilogy was Tobias Mitchell, love him, I wanted to read Psychotic Obsession, which is like the 4th kind of interconnected book to the series, and I really like that one. Tobias, he got me in the first like 30% of the book, and then I'm like, Tobias, what are you doing? Tobias, what are you doing? Then I had to switch over and be like, he needs help, not mentally there. Then the last book that I read was In the Veins of the Drowning by Kaylee Cassidy. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to give it a 5 stars, but there was just something that was lacking. So I went on Goodreads and read some of the reviews, and Goodreads reviews are diabolical, I swear. It was really short for a fantasy, especially an intro fantasy. Really got me for not giving it 5 stars was the main plot point that they talked about for majority of the story. When it came to the end, it just like fizzled out, and I'm like, what? It's sirens, gothic fantasy. But yeah, that's all that I read in January, and I'm so excited for what's to come. So excited.